Do not be misled. Bad associations spoil useful habits. 1 Corinthians 15:33. Do not be misled. Bad associations spoil useful habits. There are a lot of good company that we can have, and quite a few people have company that mirrors them, or not mirrors, reflect them. So whether we're on the same keel or not, exactly the same plane or not, but we have similar interests. And that works. You like bowling, they like bowling. Swimming, they like swimming. Cooking, they like cooking. We have things in common. Good association. Have you ever seen a real good person just become sour and bitter? Yet you can't necessarily blame it on the associates. They're in a good environment. They're with good people. Something internal happens, and a lot of good habits become spoiled. Do you remember the scripture in Habakkuk that what spoils good motives? It says, wine, sweet wine, and fornication spoils good motives. It could be exposure to certain type of foods, drink, entertainment. Correct? Sometimes. It could be prescribed medicine. We always seem to want to blame it on people. All of a sudden the person took that painkiller because it alleviated some painful symptoms that they were going through, but it was too strong, and it was opium. Somehow opioid, they call it, for relating to narcotics. And that person becomes spoiled. A lot of parents and a lot of adults are complaining about their own addiction to gaming, and yet they're not hanging out with wild people. It's what they're absorbing through some game that encourages to eliminate others. You ever seen somebody suffer from a broken heart and then become depressed? So depressed they stop being themselves. They either sleep excessively or they just can't sleep. They become bitter. They used to dance, sing, laugh, cook. They used to go horseback riding. Now they don't want to do anything. Is that because of a bad association? So sometimes we seem to want to blame it on something on the outside. But sometimes maybe we're not good company to ourselves. Maybe our perception of right and wrong has been altered by something. And something that either was prescribed through a physician. It could be a broken heart. It just didn't work out. The person wasn't necessarily bad. They just went different ways. They had to leave the country, or they had to go to another state, or some other circumstances. They're not around. And then whatever good habits we have suddenly stop, broken. We have to be motivated all over again to go on track. So let's not be quick to blame outside influence for our turning into a negative avenue. To stay on track is very hard to do. We don't even know sometimes when we lose it, because we consider it, oh, I don't know what happened to me. Life itself exposes us to a lot of negative experience, and just dealing with that can turn us sour. So the focus then we have to be able to keep an internal compass in order to progress and not become disabled.